Hi guys, and today I'm going to be reading to you A Visit to Sleepaway, written by Jade Maitre and illustrated by Mohammed Elna Gore. A Visit to Sleepaway. Time for bed, I said, and as always, they started to whine and complain. I'm not tired. It's too early. I don't want to go to bed. We had the usual argument. I finally got them to brush their teeth, put on their jammies, and get into bed. Then I came in to say goodnight. Why do we have to sleep? She asked. If we didn't sleep, said her brother, we would have so much more time to play. Well, I said, thinking carefully, if you didn't sleep, you'd put a lot of people out of work. What do you mean? All the people in Sleepaway. Where? They both said at once, Sleepaway. You know the place where sleep comes from? You've never heard of it? They they shook their heads. Well, let me tell you all about it. Sleepaway, I told them, is sometimes called Slumber Town or the Land of Nod. But whatever you call it, that's the place where everyone works hard to bring sleep to the whole world. Don't ask me how to get there, 'cause I don't quite know. You have to take a lot of right turns and a lot of left turns, but that's all I know for sure. The people who live in Sleepaway sleep all day. Then, when the sun goes down, they get up and go to work. Everyone works in Sleepaway. And though there are a lot of different jobs, they're all important for helping people go to sleep at night. Here are just a few of the things the citizens of Sleepaway do to help people go to sleep. The Yawn Factory. Yawning is very important for sleeping. Have you ever seen someone yawn or heard someone yawn? It probably made you feel like yawning, right? Even talking about yawning like this is probably making you want to yawn. Yawn, 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 yawn. Moving on. The Yawn Factory is at the very center of town. It's a tall building, the shape of the letter Y. It takes 57 people to operate the machinery, and every half hour the factory sprays about a zillion yawns into the air. The yawns then fall to earth until they find a person to land on. Then that person lets out a great big yawn, is home, and starts feeling like it might be time to go to sleep. The Sand Quarry. You've probably heard of the Sandmen, right? The guys who fly all over the world and sprinkle magic sand in people's eyes to make them fall asleep. You may have even woken up and felt like there's something in your eye, right? That's leftover sleep sand. But where does all that sand come from? From the sleep sand quarry, of course. Here's where the biggest, strongest men and women of Sleepaway work. They swing their giant hammers and smash big boulders of sleepstone into great big rocks. Then the great big rocks are smashed into smaller rocks. And the smaller rocks are smashed into pebbles. The pebbles are crushed into gravel. And finally, the gravel is pulverized into tiny grains of sleep sand. The Sleep Sheep Farm. Some people need more than sleep sand to fall asleep. Sometimes people also need to count sheep. But not just any ordinary sheep will work. Only very special sleep sheep can do the job. And Sleepaway is the only place on earth where you'll find sleep sheep. If you If you want to sleep real deep, just count the sheep of Uola Ohip. They live on the farm of Uola Ohip, who first discovered this rare strain of sheep. She's very proud of the sheep she keeps and claims that if you count her sheep, you'll sleep deeper than you ever have before. She even has a sign outside the farm that reads, "If you want to sleep real deep, just count the sheep of Uola Ohip. 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, yeah. 11, 12. The Dream Studio. If you ask me, the best part of sleeping is dreams. Getting to go on crazy adventures while resting up for another day makes sleeping a lot of fun. But where did those dreams come from? Well, from the Dream Studio, of course. The Dream Studio is just like a Hollywood music studio. There are writers who come up with ideas for dreams, designers who create the things. The writers write about actors who play all the people in your dreams, and directors who oversee the whole thing. And just like a real all of these elements come together to create an amazing experience. But unlike the pros in Hollywoods, these people have to put on millions of these little movies every night. Action! The Boogeyman Hunters. Unfortunately, not all dreams are fun. In fact, sometimes they can be downright scary. Do you know why? Boogeymen are short, fat, slimy creatures who creep into the dream studio and turn nice dreams into nightmares. All a has to do is touch a dream, and it turns into a nightmare. No, no. But don't worry, because there is a dedicated force called the Boogeyman Hunters. They stand outside the dream studio to make sure no boogeyman can get in. The problem is that there are about a gajillion boogeymen, only about a bajillion boogeyman hunters. So they're sort of outnumbered. That's why boogeymen do every now and then get through. They're doing their best, but no one's perfect. The snore processing plant. People sleep in all kinds of different ways. Some sleep on their backs, some on their sides, and some on their tummies. Some people even talk in their sleep. And as you probably know, lots of people snore when they sleep. You might think snoring is a bad thing, but to the people of Sleepaway, snoring is vital. Zzz, zzz, zzz. All these buildings and machines, all these factories and things need power to make them run. That's why a very clever guy called Theop- Theophilus J. Schlumpf created a way of converting snores into energy. The T.J. Schlumpf snore processing plant is right next to the Yawn Factory. Yawn Factory is shaped like a big Y. The snore plant is shaped like a big Z. Instead of shooting things into the air like they do at the Yawn Factory, the snore plant pulls in all the snores that people snore from all over the world. And though that the process only known to a select few, turn those snores into electricity that's needed to keep Sleepaway running. It's amazing, isn't it? I said that all of those good people work so hard every day just to make sure folks like us could get a good night's sleep. So I guess if you really don't want to sleep anymore, you call them and ask to stop. Is that Really what you want me to do? Hello, Sleepaway. Neither of them said that they wanted me to call Sleepaway. It might be because after hearing the story, they had decided sleep wasn't so bad after all. Then again, it might be because they had both already fallen asleep. Either way, I gave them both a kiss on the head, walked to the door, and turned out the light. The end. That'll be a wrap, guys. Bye.